the all-seeing eye. Firstly, religion had to be established. Religion is based on the concept that the priests know something of the unknown. In other words, they claim to have the wisdom or all-seeing ability to understand the hidden things of the universe. The all-seeing eye of Horus of ancient Egypt, the all-seeing eye of Freemasonry, the Holy See of Catholicism, the Great I Am of Judaism, and every spin-off organization, are all based on trickery found within the structure of a light beam. Did you ever wonder why there's an all-seeing eye on the back of the Freemason-designed US dollar bill? Or why is the Pope, Papa, Popeye, Poppy, referred to as the Holy See? Or why does religion embrace such symbols as the cross, the swastika, the six-pointed star, etc., which are symbols of the all-seeing eye? Religion, including atheism and New Age thought, is rooted in Luciferianism, the hidden mystery mind. Pretending to know something doesn't make one wise. The occult organizations know that all they're doing is manipulating light energy. It's not a big secret. However, if the gimmick is dressed in religious and scientific garb, people will believe the Ark of the Covenant is really the presence of God in a box. It is a matter to cause electricity to arc and ultimately, electrocute whoever touches the box. This describes the Ark of the Covenant chest of Hebrew folklore. The symbols of manipulation include everything, everyone, and every action we perform daily. This is the number of the Christ, Antichrist, the sacrificer, 666, that everyone has been caused to take. Not, will take. No, has taken. The world dwells in the domain of ignorance. We need not look for the Antichrist to arrive, for it has long since captured our senses. Neither should we look for a Christ to save us, for that is but the flip side of religious thought. What is coming is a total collapse and devastation. We need to be still, to be aware, and watch and wait without concern or any form of reaction. Become emotionally detached, come out of the trance state, and allow the hold of the 3D illusion to dissolve. Such is the scripted scenario from the very beginning of this 3D realm. We have been herded like sheep into an age of reason, where we consume through ignorance all the dogma the elite feed us. We don't need to be saved, even though the demonic thought-inspired Holy Bible says, "There is none that doeth good." The entire Bible was inspired by the Luciferian egregore group mind. Every chapter and verse is a lie. The painting below portrays the two faces of the Illuminati agenda. The blood-sucking vampire versus the sweet demure nun. Both will eat you alive. They represent the duality found throughout society that tempts you to pick a side. You're tricked into loving one and hating the other, thereby generating the energy, which is to manipulate our reality in accordance with the Luciferian agenda, and that plays into the hands of the Illuminati elite. Neither one is good or bad. Both are just illusions. If you believe, Bel equals Baal and Eve equals Eve, or sacrifice and generation, either one is worthwhile, then you transfer your focus in accordance with the Luciferian mind. It really doesn't make any difference what you do in the physical sense, but if you give credence, or place value and worth on anything in this three-dimensional reality, you sacrifice your wisdom. Wake up time? The illusion called humanity cannot wake up. As you read this information, you may have a sense of waking from a sleep. For many it may be troubling as belief systems are challenged. Know this, those belief systems are only illusions. They are based on the hypnotic suggestion put forward by the Luciferian mindset. These belief systems are the multi-layered veils of deceit that form the Illuminati matrix. Most disturbing may be the realization that it is you, and I, all of us, who are unwitting tools used by the Illuminati that cause the total control of humanity. This total control is used as a distraction to manipulate us into believing that this thing called humanity is WHO and what we are. In reality, we have no relationship to humanity whatsoever. This is the matrix web of deceit. When you realize that it's the choices we make that cause war and disease, that perpetuate hate, pride, pollution, greed, and so on. This is troubling. When we believe these choices originated within us, and by us as a person, and were not the work of Luciferian, light-bringing thinking entities implanting subliminal suggestions within our subconscious minds, then our awareness evaporates, and we are deftly manipulated to follow the lunacy of the world systems, and to emotionally associate our 3D lives with these systems. But we, all of this illusory thought form called humanity, don't want to do this. The 3D life experience being is willing to do this, but who and what we really are, which is wisdom, which is our original state of being, has no relationship whatsoever to the 3D conjured up illusory being that has been manifested, or conjured up, as a trick of the thought process. We've been misled. We've been deceived and tricked into hate and murder. Humanity is not born corrupt, humanity is an illusion, not real, neither corrupt, nor incorrupt. We are taught, or inspired, to perpetuate corruption, and we've been designed with 5 senses to succumb to corrupt notions. Corruption is not sin, however. Corruption is simply manipulation that causes us to do things that we're conditioned to believe are unpleasant, or harmful, and yet, tempting and emotionally stimulating to perform. Then, depending on which society of the world you find yourself in, it can be labeled sin or not sin. Who we really are, not this thing called humanity, wants to be free and aware. We are deceived to believe we are born sinners, and even deceived to believe that we were actually born, suggesting that we're real and valid in our 3D life experience. These thinking entities use tactics that transcend conventional 3D warfare, such as just described. Our first task is to wake up, or become aware. Not that the illusion can wake up, but we must become aware that we are the eternal wisdom state. Humanity is not the original state of wisdom, but we must reconnect to who and what we really are, which is wisdom. Become emotionally disconnected from the deception meant to manipulate reality, for reality is our original state of being, and reality is who and what we are, and wisdom is reality. Waking up, or becoming aware that we are not this 3D illusory being, and reconnecting, or regaining our focus of our original wisdom state through awareness, is the only task required to end the insanity. We simply have to become aware of what's transpiring in this 3D realm. The human being cannot wake up, because the human being is a light being, which is a thought form, which was conjured up by the Luciferian light-bringing egregore group of thinking entities, which created this 3D illusory body of humanity. This illusion is unable to wake up to become one with reality, or to be in touch with what reality is. But we are not this illusory being. We are wisdom, the eternal paradise state of freedom and liberty, and we are reality, for this is our original state. Just as it can be annoying and uncomfortable to wake up in the physical sense, so too, this waking up, or realization that humanity cannot wake up, is annoying, and quite frankly, forces us to question our sanity. However, who and what we are is already awake. Who and what we are never fell asleep. It's simply the 3D illusory life experience that was conjured up by the Luciferian thinking entities that keeps listening to the thoughts implanted within our illusory minds that convinces us that we are this 3-dimensional illusory being, when we have nothing in reality, and in common, with this illusion. Now who and what do you suppose wants us to believe that we are this mass of clay, this ball of shit, this hopeless and pathetic thing we call humanity? Of course it's that entity we call God, or Lucifer, the light bringer, which is not God, and is not our creator, for we always were, but is the egregore group of thinking entities that conjured up the illusion called the 3D universe, with the loftiest notion within this illusion, called humanity. All we have to do is to regain our focus on our original state of being, which is wisdom, and to be free of the matrix web of deceit, is to forfeit any emotional connection to this illusory 3D life form experience. Simply watch and wait. The chameleon principle is derived from the physics of light. More to the point, it is based on the formulation and manipulation of light. Understanding the simple structure of a beam of light releases volumes of information about who we have been programmed to think we are, what the universe appears to be, and the interconnection of it all. Most importantly, it reveals how the Luciferian, Illuminati mind uses this illusion to manipulate the world. We are, quite literally, manipulated to believe we are the light of the world. Every physical manifestation is light energy. E equals mc2 states this matter-of-factly. Multiply mass by the speed of light times the speed of light and the mass becomes light energy once again. Slow it down, it becomes mass invisible. Speed it up again and it disappears to the naked eye. The only thing capable of manipulating energy in this way is a thought. A thought is the concept of living outside the moment that appears to create light energy. This thought, when combined with sound, slows and drags the energy down to make everything physical appear. The religious electrical arc of the covenant. Energy cannot be destroyed in this three-dimensional realm, but it can change its form. Energy is thought. The Luciferian Illuminati puppet families understand this concept. They know if we fully grasp this concept, their hold on humanity is over. The powerful elite of the world act upon the thoughts of the thinking egregore and plot and scheme and establish a reality for us. They lie, cheat, steal, extort, kill, rape, plunder. To control a massive amount of energy, or thought patterns, and transform them into the riches and pleasures we see them acquire. They live totally out of the moment. Living outside the moment is the source of the Luciferian mindset's power. This power is, quite literally, the electrical energy they use to grow rich and manipulate humanity. This is the religious ark of the covenant entered into with the light-bringing God. The Illuminati families perch high on the power ladder, but they're not on the top rung. Ruling over them is a sinister group of Luciferian Kabbalistic manipulators with a cruel egregore group mindset. Throughout the ages, this Luciferian cabal has masqueraded as an angel of light. An angel of light is exactly what it is. However, this ruling egregore is equally the prince of darkness. Duality and the double cross. Every religious system emerged from the concept of light and dark. This exhibits the duality nature of the Luciferian egregore thought form. This is the origin of the hypnotic control of humanity, via religion and intellectualism. We can now observe the mind of Diablo, the diabolical one. We may recognize we've been in agreement with Diablo, the group ruler of the Luciferian Illuminati agenda. If we can face it and press on, we can give up the struggle, disconnect emotionally and simply emerge from the prison of deceit. We can share our understanding with someone else, who will tell someone else. And the cycle of deception will end.